Hi, and welcome to Fab Fridays. I'm Sally Lindgren, and today our question is, how do I use Zoom to create a video? The nice part about Zoom is that it has a feature to record the session built into every session that it does. You'll find it icon for it right at the bottom of your screen. So what I'm going to do tonight is just to demonstrate for you where that video is, how to record a video, where to find the video after you've recorded a video, and then talk about some protocols to use when you're using the record feature in a meeting versus using the record feature just to create a video. So behind me we have the Mondo pad I'm using tonight in room 21C from Burlington. We have I've logged in with my, on the Mondo pad, touched the screen. Don't really want to do that, so I'll have to be a little more careful here. But I've logged into Zoom with my own account, and this is the Zoom that most of you will have on your computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and say start with video, and I'm just going to start and open up a Zoom session. That's fine. I can join computer audio, and let's see here. Don't want to do that, so let's just, let me start over here. So let me just go to meetings, and I'm just going to start a meeting. Okay, no, I don't want to start without video. That's my issue. Pay attention to what I'm doing. All right, let's go. Here we go. Let's start over. Let's start with video. There we go. Now, we are using the computer audio, so everything is just like normal. We'll just start with video. Now, if we hover our mouse over the Zoom screen, you'll notice that we have some options down at the bottom of the Zoom window. The last option, all the way to the right, will say record video. So if I record the video, then I'm just going to press the button, and there I go, recording. Now, while I'm recording, and this is just the camera in the room 21C, while this is just giving us a sample to record with, to remember that when you're recording for meeting purposes, it's always a good idea to tell people ahead that you are recording the meeting, and to remind them that if they're not speaking, or participating by, conversing into the session, that they should mute their mic. The first icon over to the left of the screen will be your mute, and I'll just move this over a little bit. You'll see the mute and the unmute button right here. But because you're recording, it's always also a good idea to let them know that they can stop their video on their end, and then when that happens, all you'll see is as an icon. I'll stop the video. You'll see an icon which will be just an empty icon, or if you've given yourself a profile, you might see a profile picture such as I've done with my account on the screen. So you can start and stop those videos. So it's always a good idea to give folks that option when you are actually recording the session. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording by choosing the stop recording button, and that's pretty much it. So now I've just recorded the session, and I've stopped the recording. Now where do I find it? So at this point, you carry on with the meeting, and that's what we try to do in Fab Fridays. We record the first few minutes of the session, showing you or answering the question at hand, and then we'll stop the recording, and then if anyone has any questions, then we'll answer those questions live without any recording. So we try to respect folks' privacy, but still have the opportunity to answer questions. So at this point, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end my meeting. So I would end my meeting now, and I will end meeting for all. Now remember, this was a separate meeting, so we're just kind of watching another meeting. Now you'll notice that when I ended the meeting, right here on the screen, that our recording needs to be converted before you actually quit the Zoom session. So just by ending the meeting, anything that you've recorded will be automatically converted by Zoom. And then it should pop up in a window, but just in case it doesn't, I'm going to close this so that I can show you. I'm also going to close this right now too and show you that you can find that Zoom session. I'm going to have to move around a little bit by opening the Documents folder. This is true on both a Mac and a PC. So as I open that Documents folder, let me just click on Documents here to the side. And Documents library, typically if you have it set in alphabetical order, Z is near the end of your list. You'll find a Zoom folder or directory within your Documents folder. By opening the Zoom folder, that's where you'll find all of the videos or recordings that you've made from each of your Zoom sessions. So in the Mondo Pad here, we have several because this particular device gets used a lot for recording Zoom sessions. So you'll also notice that if you're confused about which one it is, that it will also have the date modified. So for example, the one that I just recorded would show October 30th, 2015, 3:05. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. And in that particular file, then I'll have a couple choices. It will show audio only, it will show playback, and this is just basically the file. So what I'm going to choose if I wanted to play this video back is I'll just go ahead and choose playback, and I'll get this window a little bit more centered into our Zoom session for today. And of course, then it's actually playing. You can see that it's actually just kind of playing across now. I didn't have any particular audio involved in this video that I'm using to demonstrate with, but this is where and how you can use Zoom to create videos. So they could be videos like this one today where we're just showing you some things. It could be a video where I'm sharing my screen and it's going to record that as well. So anything I do in the Zoom session will be recorded when I am using the record feature. So with that, that's pretty much how that works. And then of course, the Zoom in your Documents folder, such as you see here, can then be uploaded to Google. It could be sent to someone, put onto a DVD or perhaps a flash drive. So you would see all of the same, you could just put it wherever you need to put it, share it with whomever you need to share it. Uploading it to Google is a good choice. Create a folder, put it in the folder, then use Google's features to share it with others. So that in a nutshell is how you can use Zoom to create a video. So with that, I will pause in the event that we have any questions. So at this point, I'm going to stop recording for today's session and stick around for a few minutes in case there are any questions. Thanks for watching. Have a nice weekend.